Ah, he's now pretending to not be a Wallfacer. Oh, you clever little minx, you. I don't know, it's funny. Yes, yes, that's so funny. This is so awesome. Hello there, great person, and welcome back to Let's Watch the Three Body Problem. This is the last episode, and it is actually called Three Body Problem without the, but that's beside the point. So if you're still here watching these reactions, thank you for supporting them. It's been a fun ride, a lot of cool stuff to think about. I have to say already, all in all, it was very interesting, very cool concepts. And although some of the things were not really feasible, but I mean, it's science fiction, so the fiction should have its place. We will just see where it goes, because I have no clue where it will go now. Because, like, all bets are off. I don't know what's going to happen, so let's just have some fun with it. And also don't forget to put your recommendations for good movies into the comments. I will probably do one once a month. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment on what you thought of this episode, the show. Did you like it? Did you think it was faithful to the books? If you read the books, but please do not do too many spoilers in the comments. Also, I will probably read the books, but I will not read them on the channel, because I will start Wheel of Time again, hopefully soon. And that is the reading slot. But if you want me to read several, or review some passages or something from the book, just let me know. I might do that down the line, but not that soon, probably. Because this watching this show on the channel was just more of a hunch. So I didn't plan on doing it. It was just out, and I was like, yeah, it might be fun. So I hope you enjoyed it. And also, if you like the way I do reactions, you can check out other reactions of mine as well, like Attack on Titan. I'm at season 4 currently as of recording this, or Vinland Saga, or I've done Frieden, I don't know, or One Piece live action. I don't know if that is stuff you are interested in. Very good written stuff, but anyway, we'll just get into it now, have some fun. Here we go. Thanks for being here, supporting me, and we'll see what the future holds. Let's go.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.
Hi, Saul. So also I will do a short review after this. After this video, and we'll see what I thought of the show. So,
how do we defeat an enemy?
Yeah.
Of course, we can't imagine.
Yeah.
Maybe we're asking the wrong.
Okay. I don't know why this dialogue is there, but we can't imagine them. Not in that it is not conceptualizable, so to speak, but it is just we don't know. We don't have the information. So, yeah.
Our children's children.
Oh, a new person he's had a night with, I think.
There's an alien invasion.
Yeah, there is an alien invasion, so...
Maybe we are.
I mean, we talked about that, but so, I mean, it is good. We know they are coming in 400 years, and if we play our cards right, we will be more advanced than them, probably. So, I mean, but it's still stressful, you know?
Why do you say that?
Yeah, so... Why do we have so many one-night stands, though? Oops. But then again, let's be a bit serious. Why does he have so many one-night stands? Is he trying to get over someone? We know he kind of likes Augie potentially. Is he doing it because of that? But I don't know if that's healthy. I really seriously don't know. I've heard people tell me good stuff about it. I have people tell me bad stuff about it. So I don't know. So, but it's lots of women apparently that he has. I wonder. I don't know if he's the type for it. So he might be compensating for something. Sometimes it's just your type, you're poly, whatever. But don't know. How does he pick them up though?
About what the world might look like 400
years. Yeah, that's right though. 400 years, we can't predict that. Like, it's even worse because it's exponential. Like, probably, like, we don't know for sure if it will always be exponential, but the progress we have currently is basically exponential. So, like, we can't even imagine, like, that's not even the best thing. It's like 20 years or something. Like, can we picture the world in 30 years? Perhaps, but I doubt it, actually. I would say 10 years. 10 years you can make some predictions. We did some studies on quantum computing. We asked people to predict quantum computing, like experts all across Europe, and they only could predict 5 years, they said. So who knows? I mean, the internet, like, when did the internet really get into mainstream? Like, I had my first, or not, like, my family had the first computer that was capable of having internet in 2001, I think. Like, that's 23 years as of recording this. Like, it's nothing. Like, who could have predicted smartphones then?
Ancestors thought that way, we wouldn't be standing here.
It's, yeah.
I'm not gonna have kids. The family line ends with me, so I guess I don't worry about the far future that much.
I mean, that's something, yeah. I think that is a very, up-to-date topic, or whatever you say. I have heard many people that say, let's not have children because the world's gonna be terrible. And I don't see that. Perhaps because I'm pretty hopeful, I would say. I mean, there are things we know about the future that will be worse, but we can do something about that. And no one's doing anything about it, I feel. Like, they aren't. So, but if we would know aliens are coming, we could do something about it. So if you were like, I won't put children into the world because there will aliens be coming. Like, yeah, I kind of get it. But still, even then, we could do stuff. And I'm really sad that people have this thought of not bringing children into the world. So, like, but I mean, it's everyone's choice. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's like everyone should decide that on their own, of course. But I mean, me having children now, like, it's so beautiful, and it's a lot of work, and I don't sleep, and there are many things that are detrimental already to, like, my present life a bit. But there's so much to gain from the children, and thinking that you put the children into a world that's gonna, like, collapse or something. No, it's not gonna collapse. Like, the only way I see it collapsing is actually, like, a really big world war. Like, that's the only way I see collapse. Like, there's no other scenario currently where I see that we will not make it. And again, I'm hopeful. But, that's not, probably not, let's not go too much into it here, but it's just something I realized. And many people that are very educated that I know say, I don't want children. It's like, and we also know that if you have got educated parents, at least you have a high chance of being educated yourself. Like for example, I did come from a very small village, so there was not, like, my parents weren't academics or anything, so my chances statistically were not as good to get education of the level I did get. But I mean, they worked their ass off so I could get it, but often also children don't just get it. It's just a thing, and let's not talk about why. There are probably many reasons. But so if the educated people don't get children, like, you rob future children of, like on average, you will make them more uneducated, I think. It's like, it's complicated. And I'm not judging anyone or anything, but it's just something I see. I see people say, I don't want children in this world because everyone's going to be horrible. And I don't see that. Like, I see there are many horrible things going on, like, don't get me wrong, but there are always horrible things, and I do think the connectedness of people makes it worse because there are echo chambers everywhere. But it's like, I also think echo chambers create mirages a bit. So And strawmen. They are very good at that. But anyway, let's...
There are other people in the world, though.
It was a bit of a random tangent, perhaps, but yeah.
I want kids.
Yeah.
I worry about
See? Yeah. She worries about the future.
you. Thank you, wise man who can't remember my name.
Yeah.
Die out, and then we don't even have to worry about these aliens.
I mean, he does have a point. I do think the birth... I don't know what the factor is. Like, there's this number that says how many children, on average, a couple will get in a country or something. Like, I think it's fertility index or something. And many people are below 1. So 1 means you get 1 child, and that's the case he's laying out here, which is also not good. Like, you should have 2, I think, or 1.5 something. I don't remember. But I do think some Eastern countries have like 0.4 or something, or 0.6. Don't know the exact number, but I think in Japan it's very bad currently. But it might not have been Japan, but somewhere around there. So yeah. Also, by the way, something to think about. There was this horror scenario of we will overcrowd the world. Like, prognostics are like we go to 10 billion and then down we go again in population. You know, it's like, that's why sometimes predictions are hard. Like, everyone would have said in the 80s, I think, would have predicted, yeah, in 50 years, we are at 20 billion people or something, and the earth is overcrowded, everyone will starve, catastrophe. Look at what's happening. Sudden dip. You know, it's not trivial. Oh, why did he run into him? Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, is he gonna die here? No, she's gonna die. Okay. So I guess no children here. I guess no children here. That was random. At least call the ambulance. You don't even know her name, mate. Sometimes people just die on you, and you don't know their names.
Nora.
Ah, at least he remembered. At least her name was remembered. Interesting. I like that he remembered. It might be a sign that I might really reach it. It might be a sign of him pretending not to care. But he does care deeply, and he's doing it to shield himself from bad thoughts. Perhaps that's it. Oh, last time the opening potentially ever. If next season, and I think they get the next season. If next season they change the opening, we will not have the song again. Oh, Clarence is talking to him. Oh, is Saul finally gonna get involved in the plot? That would be awesome.
Am I under arrest?
The question to me is, what exactly are Wade and Clarence? Like, currently they are just shady government organization number 15 or something. Oh.
I know your pal Jin.
Oh, okay.
Know what happened to Jack and Will.
Interesting. Yeah.
What did you two chat about?
Interesting. Okay, so finally Saul is absorbed into the plot. I'm glad, because I like Saul. Like, Saul is a character I like, but
The fuck is this?
I'm just... Like, I don't know almost anything about him.
3 days later, she's murdered in China.
Oh, she did die. I mean, okay.
That's what murder means, yeah.
That's what matters. Was there, though?
Or it was under autonomous control.
Ooh, nice. It's so fun.
Of all 3 cars, seconds before the accident.
Oh, now I kind of want to go back and see if they were driving for him, but I think they went for her. Like, they would not have hit him, so they were pretty dumb ARs.
That's the question.
Yeah,
right?
who are they? Who's still left?
Board bumped into you. That's why you're alive.
Oh, right. So see, I forgot that. Yeah, that's true. There was the kid on the skateboard. It is as if the real god of the universe wants him to survive and fight the Sun T. And that's how you start sects. But I'm sorry, I'm just playing Call of the Lamb, but it's about sects. It's very funny and terrible, but I love it. Yeah, so why did he live here? And that's so interesting. Is it Wade? Is it Wade? Is it Wade? No, it's not Wade. Oh, it's someone else. Oh, is he gonna go to the moon? Kind of want to see the moon. They've teased the moon. But it's hard to shoot because of the gravity. Ooh, that looks pretty efficient with the people around the jet. I like that. I really like the color of the jet, the black, it's cool. What the fuck, Clarence? That's so random.
Parents were told their daughter died in a terrible accident.
Yeah, they kind of were, so...
Meeting you was a terrible accident.
Clarence is so... I love that. Like, he's like, look at his face as well. He's like, got punched. But, yeah, like... I think it was... That's a hard one. It would probably endanger the parents. Because it looked like a normal accident. I don't know. But, yeah. Like... Why not say she was killed by automatic driving cars? Like, it's not that bad. Like, it is bad, but I mean, don't those cases already exist? So, oh, there are fighter jets accompanying them. That's nice. It's interesting that there are always birds when we pan to that building. I just know because the subtitles always tell me, but is that significant? Oh yeah, there's the space thing. By the way, I want to address that some people have said 1,000 nukes seems to be a bit much, and yes, like that's like, and they have to get them in line, and they need to be pretty far out, I would assume as well, and they have to be very precise, and like gravity from the planet and such is not predictable because that's a many body problem, not even 3. So, like, I know it as, like, I know this in a different way. I know that there's a spaceship, it's pretty big, and it has nukes, and it will detonate them behind the spaceship, and they will press the spaceship. So they're not, like, prepared, like, they come out of the spaceship. I think that's more reasonable, but, you know, it's, I don't know.
I'd like these seeds included in the staircase capsule.
Oh, what is that? What are those seeds? Do the Santi want to plant something? Or what?
We can from the capsule. You know that better than anyone.
Yeah, but why does he want them? Is it so he has the possibility to have something that he knows? Or what is this about?
No mouth, no stomach. What'd be the point?
Yeah, what's the point here, Jen?
I'll make the request to someone with more authority.
Like, I don't know why she's doing that. And now she wants to resign. She's doing some power trip stuff here. I don't know why that would work, but I mean, they need her, I guess. But why does she want them?
But you won't do it.
Yeah, she won't do it.
Getting any funding.
Yeah.
Scientist anymore, then go.
That is so badass. I love Wade is such a dick, but you know, it's like he's right. Probably no, like, so planetary defense is the buzzword. How long will it stay the buzzword, though? Normally buzzwords in science stay around for like 5 years max, like, I feel. So let's see if this, if even like, if there's an alien threat, if the buzzwords would survive more than 5 years.
I'll save a seat for you.
Ooh, they will already launch it? Holy hell, man. Oh, there are turbulences. Are they gonna be attacked? What? Don't wake the bear, man. Clarence is cool. How long did they fly, though? I mean, if they flew to Cape Canaveral, it's across the Atlantic, I guess, because I think they were in the UK. Ooh, look at the cool dudes in sunglasses. I always wanted to have cool sunglasses and a tie, but I like ties look stupid on me, I think so. Oh, New York. Interesting.
Would you like to follow me?
So, who's gonna tell him? Like, I know this is supposed to be tense and showing me that, like, he's very important, which he probably is. But yeah, why would no one tell him? Probably because there are people around, I guess. Yeah, probably because there are people around. Why would they bring him into a town? Isn't that dangerous? I don't know. Like, wouldn't you meet him on a field where you could see everywhere?
For you to change into before the ceremony.
What ceremony?
This is a momentous occasion.
Yeah, they're launching the probe. Or what?
he's wearing what he's wearing.
Oh, I love you, Clarence. You're like, Clarence is someone who's got the heart in the right place, I would feel. Do you agree? Would you say Clarence has the heart in the right place? Like, he's sometimes very brash and stuff, but I do think he wants to do good and whatever he, like, I don't know what he understands by that, but...
Of the Wallfacer project.
The Wallfacer project, what does that mean?
One they can read anytime.
Yeah, interesting. So...
Every conversation.
They will really...
Every computer.
Really work together, apparently some...
Whenever they choose.
Someone said that Ye was, and sorry to whoever it was, someone said that Ye was telling him a joke, but it was a message encoded to him. So I hope we will get that explained.
Powerful than we are.
Also, sorry that I pause again. I still don't understand how the servants accelerate. Like, I was under the impression that the sophons would be shot out like out of a particle accelerator on the Santi homeworld, something like that, and then they would reach the light speeds, which was easy because they're proton size, but how are they like maneuvering here? Like, what makes them fly? Like, warp drive? Like, do they bend space-time and make them go? Like, how does that work?
How can we win?
Yeah, how can you win against an enemy that knows a lot?
Ah, but I was mistaken when I spoke before.
Yeah, you were mistaken? How?
He still has secrets.
And what are those?
They cannot read our minds.
That is true, they can't. Can they, though? Can they read minds? Because they have, like, nah, probably not, but they do have brain scans of Yin and Jack. So I guess, but I do think they can't read minds, yeah.
Formulate and direct strategic plans.
Interesting.
Plans entirely in their own till the time is right to execute.
Ooh, interesting.
Name for meditators.
Interesting. What?
Exploit all our resources.
Ooh, that's so risky. What if your vetting is shit? Ooh, that wouldn't work in reality, I feel. Interesting, though. I like the idea, but it wouldn't work, I think.
Their actions and commands.
Interesting. Who are the other Wallfacers?
Their behavior may be. General Hu Bo Lin.
Oh, a Chinese general, I guess.
He has proven his expertise both
yeah.
and in peacefully ending them.
Okay, I get that. So if he's on record doing that, I think that's a good way to choose him. I was just afraid that... The thing is, I know these types of councils, like... I know these international councils, Gremia, whatever. And as far as I know, most of them are... Let's say they like their friends and families. And I am actually unsure, and perhaps there is a part of me that is not very hopeful there, but I cannot believe that they would truly, like, how can you ensure that they will act for the greater good? Like, how could you ensure that not one of them does something out of nepotism? Is it perhaps that everyone in the assembly is, yeah, that's how you could do it. Okay, I take it back, you could do it. I think what you have to do is before that is you should probably post the people, like nominate, like every continent or so, like nominates people, and then you have to give the credentials, they have to prove it somehow, and then everyone should, with 95% or something, vote on them. And then you could make sure that there's no corruption in it, I guess. So yeah, it would. I take it back. I was wrong. I do think it could work. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's really, really, really cool. Interesting.
Came to prominence fighting ISIS in Raqqa.
ISIS, interesting.
Asymmetrical battle.
Very cool.
Saul Duran.
Interesting. He wasn't asked. Why? Why wasn't he asked?
Mr. Durant.
I mean, why wouldn't he, like, why would he be surprised? Like, wasn't that obvious that he was the third one? I don't know. But what qualifies him, though? Working with Vera? What qualifies him? What qualifies him? I know he's a main character, and he's probably gonna do good, but who would choose him? Why him? What has he done? Like, that doesn't work for me. That's like, this feels for me, he's the protagonist, we have to get him in here. Like, then it would have needed to be like, and they could have written on some reasons, like, they could, like, he has discovered in his PhD thesis an out-of-the-box thinking way for, I don't know, but for all the, like, the other two people, they could reason why they chose them. The one dude was military genius in basic military tactics, the other one was asymmetrical military tactics, and he, physicist. Like, they could have literally taken any physicist. And he even says he's not the cleverest physicist, even though, like, don't get me wrong, he will probably do a good job and will show and prove himself. Like, don't get me wrong, that's not what I say. Like, I do believe he's probably a good choice. But why him? It's so random. Why would they randomly pick him? Like, it feels like, hey, this character's there and he is accidentally with this group of friends, and now accidentally he is the one they choose. Why do they choose him accidentally? That's like, I don't get this. I hope they explain it. They will probably explain it. It will just be me pausing here. So, yeah. But I like that. That is really, really cool. So they're gonna... But he's gonna die. What happens then to his Wallfacers? He has to communicate then. How can he enact the plan? Or will he just tell people, like, will he just give commands? How would he do that? Couldn't the cell phone read the commands then? Like, how would it survive his lifetime?
We won't know for a very long time.
That is true, yeah.
I am a low-level researcher.
Yes, thanks.
The enemy will always be watching.
That is true, yes.
Why were you chosen?
Yes, why was he chosen?
The enemy knows why.
What? It feels so contrived. It's okay though. Like, I like Saul. So if we have to get him into this, like, he will probably have done something we just don't know. So let's assume. So I will from now on assume he did something very brilliant that, like, we just don't know, and that's why he was chosen.
If I wanted this, no one explained anything.
That is true. Yes.
I refuse.
Yes, you refuse. Why not? Because he also doesn't care for his, like for the future people, so to speak. Like, from the dialogue he had with Nora in the beginning, I would conclude that he doesn't care for humanity. Like, why would he? He's like, I don't care about my children. Like, or like, I don't want children. So, you know, it's like, he has no incentive to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I get him here. That's very good. It's very good, like, yes, that's what he would say. Like, it's very in character. I like that. It's good writing here for him.
You're free to do anything.
Yeah. He's a Wallfacer. Good luck, man. That's what you were chosen for. I hope he's not dumb and tells Yin. What is she thinking? She thought something, I think, so.
Let me get a security team to escort you.
Yeah, better have a security. Yes, you are. It's like, it's just like, that's the way your life is now. You can't change it.
Duran instructs us. The rules are very clear about that.
Yeah, okay.
At least let me walk with you.
No.
No, yeah, no, don't do that. No, I'm just gonna piss off here because, like, I don't care. I just don't care. Leave me alone. It's awesome. I like it though. It fits so much. Like, also this, like his weed and stuff. Like him being like relaxed, living in the moment, a bit having fun. The childishness, perhaps a bit as well. I don't know if it's childishness though. Oh yeah, that's good. So I guess I guess it's good that he changed his outfit. I guess he's in it now. He can't change it.
Fucking ambulance right here now.
But who shot him? Was it Tatiana somewhere in the building?
Just just need to breathe.
That was an awesome jump scare. Like, it didn't just jump me and scared me, but it was awesome. That was so, like, I love stuff like this. Oh, Will's fish. Oh, Will's fish. Yeah. What I don't completely get yet is, because I guess it happened, but off screen. The aliens must have other followers on the planet we haven't seen yet. And it was teased by the cults and stuff, like it was. So it was established, but currently it's just randomly people can just do stuff like hack cars and shoot at Saul. And the hacking cars could have been the Sophon, perhaps. Like, but the shooting, that must have been a person. So who did it? Like, there must be an entity behind it, like human entity, I think. So like like the Sophons can't shoot a gun, so it was human. Like, so interesting. Oh, what's he doing? What are you doing? Why are you not sitting next to your boyfriend? He seems like a nice guy, even though, yeah, he's a soldier. I just had to think of the Doctor Who episodes where 12th Doctor goes off on soldiers all the time.
How bad?
I mean, it's good. They know they are, like, have chosen the right person, so I don't know.
Right, Clarence. Don't let that happen again.
Clarence, don't let it happen again. That would be unfortunate. Clarence, really unfortunate. Yeah. I do think one of the biggest climate change things is actually insects and bees changing. I don't know if it was bees changing. Like, there is I do think there, I don't know if, so I do not know this. I've just, like, perhaps it's two different things, but bees are, like, dying out. It is a bit of a meme, I think, in the movie The Happening, that, like, bees are coming back and nature's coming to get us. But what I want to say is that it's actually pretty cool around these parts of my country. People have bee houses. Like, they started putting up bee houses to counter it. And if I walk through this village like I'm living in here right now, like, many houses just have bee houses full of bees now, and they live there. And they have, like, little fields in their gardens, if they have gardens. I mean, most people can't afford that nowadays, a house with a garden. But, like, if you have it, like, bee houses are put up. Or sometimes there are these, I don't know, there are gardens you can rent in cities, like in the middle of cities. I don't know what they're called in English, but you know what I mean, what they are. And they also, like, they put bees into those gardens and stuff to counter it, which is beautiful. But yeah, it's like insects are a problem because I do think, or no, I do not know, like, because I'm not a biologist, I really simply just don't know how the balances are. Like, because I know, for example, I think I've talked a bit about it in episode 1 a bit, that in China they had these birds killed, and because of that the bugs ate the crops and everyone starved a lot. Regardless of why that happened, like, that's something like killing the birds, like made this thing that we didn't know. You know, so how much on these interactions do we actually know? How much do the biologists nowadays know? It's like, or where would we be surprised? It's so interesting. So yeah, I do know that climate change is doing a lot of insect stuff. So I really like to put it in here. It's something that is often, like, not talked about. Like, there's always the stuff like heat waves or something, which is, I guess it gives more clicks, but like insects, that's... God, it sounds probably stupid. I think insects is a lot more troublesome than, like, heat waves or hurricanes or something. Like, we can fend off those. Like, the deaths against these things have gone down and down and down every year. Like, it's very good. Like, we're starting to be very well protected. And most of the times, if people die by natural disasters, it's because the authorities were negligent. Like, for example, the dams were not like repaired and stuff, like, and tax money wasn't going where it should have gone. It's very often the case. So that's not what worries me, really. What worries me is stuff like the insects. So, you know, but I would love to ask a biologist or insectologist or whatever you say about that. That's interesting, because I think there's a lot we don't know. Or, I mean, I don't know it. People probably do know it.
It's not bad.
Considering you got shot by a 3
Wow, with the sniper, isn't that like really penetrating?
coveralls saved your life.
How did the bulletproof thing do this? Don't know.
My job's looking after you.
Yes, but he said, don't do it. So, Clarence, you're not at fault. You just did your job because that's what you have to do. Everyone's job is to listen to Saul right now. So, yeah.
Very well.
It was my fault.
Yeah, it was his fault.
Protect me and I didn't let you.
Yes. Good that he acknowledges it. Thanks, Saul. You're a critically thinking man. I like that as well. I really like Saul. And we finally get to know him a bit more.
There'll be others.
Ooh, who is the shooter? Yeah, I would also like to see the shooter.
The guy that tried to kill you.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Saul. Man, Saul, you're such an awesome character. Ah. Ooh, that's good. Saul, you, that's so good. I like that. Didn't Sun Tzu say that? I don't know. I've not read Sun Tzu. It's on my reading list. Don't shout at me. I know it's an important book. It's on my reading list, but I don't have the time. It's so sad. I don't have the time to read 90% of the stuff I want to read. But, like, that's very good. Very good.
I want to talk to him.
Oh, I need that scene with him talking to the dude. That's so cool.
Not arranging meetings with people.
He's a Wallfacer. He can just do whatever the fuck he wants. Like...
Let me talk to someone.
Thank you.
That's not a problem. He's a Wallfacer. Yeah.
Your word is my command.
Yeah, and everyone's.
Wallfacer.
Like, but something I also just thinking like now, how many people are allowed to know he's a Wallfacer? Because the more people you know, the more dangerous it is. Or does he get like a bad credit card that has billions of dollars or something? How does it work?
I turned it down.
You can't turn down being a Wallfacer. You don't get it, man.
Smile at me like that from now on.
Yeah.
Like they think they know something about me, but...
Yeah, because everyone assumes that's your trick. That's also so funny. I do think that. Everyone's like, okay, so he's going with that tactic. It's so funny.
They think I know something.
It's a bit like... It's a bit like... I know I pause a lot at these scenes, but it's like in Dune, the new Dune Part 2, which is a brilliant movie, where Stilgar always is like, it's Lisa Al-Gaib, and then Paul's like, no, I'm not, and he's like, that's what Lisa Al-Gaib would say. It's exactly this. Like, everyone's like, he's now pretending to not be a Wallfacer. Oh, you clever little minx, you. I don't know, it's funny. Yes, it's so funny. This is so awesome. I love this episode. It's funny. And Saul doesn't get it. I think he doesn't get it yet. It's so stupid. Hey, Raj, what are you going to talk about? Also, her animation of the nukes does only go to like 100, so...
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, what is going on?
Dump me and forget to tell me? Or...
Yeah, that is true.
It'll all have been for nothing.
A nanosecond. I actually do not think that's possible to calculate for us with the means we have. Like, theoretically it is, but isn't there so much, like, we have to incorporate stuff like the computer sending the signal, the time that takes has to be incorporated in calculations and stuff. And you can't have... Like, how does that work? Like, you might have micro time dilations through gravity and stuff. Like, wow, I do not, like... I'm probably not into, like, relativistic physics and stuff like that. Like, you would have to be, like, such a brain to calculate that, and I still think it wouldn't be possible. But if anyone thinks it's possible, tell me in the comments why. But, like, all the intricacies...
I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand either. Yeah. Yeah, Jin, what happened to you? Yeah. What? Yeah, like... Okay, I get her. She has to concentrate. Raj, give her some space. Like, definitely, Raj, give her some space now. But yeah, Jin, talk to him about what you feel. Like, that's good.
Is this about Will?
Yeah, it might be about Will, yeah.
I stole the last weeks of his life from him.
But why still?
Off the launch pad.
Yeah.
Do you know how complicated this is?
Yeah, I guess she's worried for him. I also think that she really might have she's probably feeling guilty about like, because she might love him a bit as well. Like, I guess she loves Raj and Will in ways, like in different ways, in different like quantities or whatever. That is not quantifiable, but you know what I mean. Like, but it's not like she loves Raj and not Will. Like, it's not that easy. So with Will doing the sweet stuff, and she's in a situation where Raj is doubtful because of the Panama thing. Like it like, and you know, it freaks her up, and I get it, man. So she's in a tough situation here.
And then we need him to pass 300 atomic bombs.
Oh, you've got only 300. Okay, yeah.
I've seen the
And
diagrams.
the capsule needs to be undamaged by
Yeah,
each one of
she's just being like, I have to think about other things.
But it's not Will.
What is not Will? No, he's not dead.
He's a living brain,
Yeah.
kept at negative 150 degrees.
I still wonder how that procedure was going. Like, we can't do that. Even, I think, and again, neurosurgeons, if you're here watching this, I would be honored. But if you're watching this, I don't think you could do that yet. Like, what? Like, we are getting into, like, in 30 years, if we pool all our resources, in 30 years perhaps, in 20 years perhaps. But right now, like, it's been like, what, 2 months? No. So, yeah.
How easy it would be for them with their technology to rebuild his body.
What? Why would you assume they can do that? They are only 100 or 200 years in the future. They might be able to do it. But like, that's like, we don't know. It's just gambling. You're just gambling. It's a good gamble, like, but how could they recreate him? They don't even have, it's like, I mean, they do have Wikipedia downloaded, I guess, and all the medical databases, perhaps with this 3D printer. But do they have that on board? So how would they do it? 3D print a body, reconnect him, and then, I don't know, it's
What are
like...
the odds of that?
Yeah, what are the odds of that? Like, it's very slim.
Non-zero.
That's true. True. It's non-zero. I agree. It's a non-zero. Yeah, of course she loved him. It's no crime. She loved you as well. Yeah.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it works.
I do hope it works as well. It will probably work. The actor was awesome. Raj is really doing this pretty well. Like, the start was a bit iffy, like the way he tried to communicate to her, but I like that he was honest with her and like he's giving her space as well now. He's like, okay, she's working with them stuff. I would have not been as intelligent as him here. So yeah.
Who is Saul Durand and why was he?
Oh, did it leak that he was shot? Why would you leak that? That's so dumb. And there's the Zealot. Let's talk to the Zealot. Hi, Zealot. It's good to see you. Do I know the actor? He looks a bit like Russell Crowe, but I don't think it's Russell Crowe.
I'm gonna stay. This gentleman knows what he's doing.
Yeah, that is true, though. Perhaps it's just...
Look into your face.
You know what would be hilarious if the cell phone hired an assassin by Craigslist or something. That would be so hilarious.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, he is sorry. What? Yeah, what?
Sorry, I didn't aim for your head.
Yeah, okay, what?
And you'd be free of yours.
I'm already free.
Ah, hi, Zealot.
I rejected the Wallfacer position.
You can't reject it, mate. Hey, yeah.
You're a funny man.
Everything's so funny. I love that. No. Why would you? You're lying because that's what you do. Yeah.
I thought I was clever too before I learned the truth.
Ooh, the truth. Spicy. What's the truth? Yeah, what's the truth?
Call them my superiors, but they're yours.
Oh, they are really your superiors. Yes, why?
Superior, why do they care if I live or die?
Ooh, awesome. That was an awesome retort or whatever. Like, if there's a superior, like, they'd, like, I mean, they already confessed that they are afraid of us, so.
Met. Why? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. What is wrong with you, mate? Oh, that smile, that damn smile.
soldier in the army of the Lord.
That didn't explain anything. It's just a zealot. That's a bit sad. Yeah, I would sigh too. I expected more than, oh, it's the Lord. Like, we've had that like 3 times now in the show. Like, it's... I do find these people more interesting and more horrifying when they start making excuses and reasons and stuff. Like Tatiana does it very well with her like psychotic smile and stuff, and being like she was raised like it. Perhaps he was raised like it as well. Like, let's just assume he was raised by Evans, and that's why he's like that. Because otherwise, I would need more reasons. Like, if he's in a sect or something that formed after the eye appeared in the sky, I would have needed more reasons. So I will just assume it was Evans' people, that some of them who survived and were not on the boat. You know, so.
Then it was SIA. Now it's PDF.
What is PDF? PDA. What is that?
Life in the last 48 hours.
I want to get out of here. I want to go home.
Yeah, okay, so go home.
Grand. Glad to see you on your feet again. How you feeling?
This weirdo comes in again. Yeah, what is your job?
Defense counsel.
PDC.
Day-to-day liaison.
Yes.
Oh, so he's the guy that like Saul could tell him, you know what? I need $1,000 in cents, coins. I want it as a bath. Want to jump into it and like hit my head because you can't do that. But it's like he could do whatever the fuck he wanted. What would that be? Interesting question. Like, if you were a Wallfacer and you did your job, let's assume you would also do your job. Would you also be like, yeah, you know what? Give me everything I want all the time. Like, I do think if you wouldn't do your job, it would be morally reprehensible. But is it morally reprehensible to be like, yeah, I want a yacht. I want a house near on the Canary Islands or whatever the fuck. I don't know what you would want. Like, for me, it would like be like, I want a small hut on a mountainside with running like a cool creek or something and nature. That's what I would want them to give me, you know, and it has nothing to do with planetary defense. But he could do that. Like, would you do that? And what would you take?
But I'm not a Wallfacer anymore.
And now he's gonna laugh at him again. Yeah, of course.
Wallfacer.
That was awesome. Let's have that again. That was awesome acting. Let's go again.
But I'm not a Wallfacer
Yeah,
anymore.
no, look at him. Look at him.
Of course not, sir.
Oh, of course not. That's what this is. I love it.
It's public now, right?
Oh, yes, the whole...
Okay, so they made it public.
Know
Interesting.
that I refuse to be a Wallfacer.
Yes, they know. Yeah.
After the conclusion of the UN's
Yes.
Wallfacer position and mission.
Yes, that's brilliant. Yeah.
I'm in charge of your day-to-day liaisons.
So he just doesn't get it. How, Saul, come on, how don't you get it? You can't, like, it's just a ruse. They all think he's just fucking with them or something, or that's his plan.
I am not a Wallfacer.
Now he's gonna laugh again. Yeah, I love the way he talks. The Kent guy. Love the Kent actor.
I want to see the Secretary General.
Oh, great. It's awesome. It's awesome. I love it.
Current home would meet your new security requirements.
Oh, so he does need something, yeah.
What matters is what people believe.
That is true, though. Again, it's again the thing about like does stuff like it's. Let's not go into it again, but it's again what people believe. If it has utility, you know, it's like yeah.
Then they understand that I rejected the position.
No, they don't. Yeah,
A Wallfacer's work is carried out in secret.
that is true. Yes. Yeah.
Job.
Then why was I chosen? And don't tell me that the enemy is...
Yeah, why was he chosen?
I have no fucking idea how to fight aliens.
Yeah, say that. Say that. Yeah. Say that. It will make them worried about you even more.
We owe it to our descendants to fight.
Ooh, but he doesn't want that.
No one knows.
What?
No one knows.
Oh, what? Yeah, please tell me the reason.
No one knows the real reason.
So who chose it? What? And why is he one of the 5 people that were our protagonists until, like, 2 episodes ago, and the 2 of them died?
You'll have to find your own answer.
What is that even?
Yeah, Saul, ask her.
What's the indirect reason?
Yeah, what's the indirect reason? Oh, more cryptic ship. Thank you.
We're taking a huge gamble on.
Yeah, you do.
Expect to live long enough to see whether it pays off.
Yeah. Yeah, they won't even know if it works. It's so awesome. I love that concept. But he's not gonna live for... Oh! They will build tanks. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. They will build a cryo tank for him as well, probably. So they might actually pull it off to have this, like, many characters survive the seasons if they do time skips.
My friend is being launched into space tomorrow. I'd like to see him off.
Yeah. Let's see Willow. Oh, again, some birds singing. Oh, I do think it's Tatiana being fucking mad again and terrifying. What does she do have there? The groceries. Suspicious. I love that it says unsettling music playing and we're literally following the most unsettling character in the show. That's awesome. I do hope that actress is given some more meat next season and she somehow survives it as well. So who is there? Is there someone? Or is there no one? Ooh, it's a headset. That is awesome. Yes. Ooh. Tatjana Haas. Haas, is that Dutch? Might be Dutch. Tatjana Haas. Interesting. Are we gonna get some more badassery in virtual space? I can't wait. This is gonna be... If one of us survives, we all survive. Oh, it's so awesome. Yeah. Yeah, look at her. Holy fuck. I'm so glad they give the actress a lot of cool stuff to do because she really pulls it off. Yeah, I'm going to fucking go into virtual reality. It is almost as if she, and I know the unsettling music is going to come in, but it's almost as if she's having like an epiphany, like a religious epiphany. It's so awesome. I mean, these headsets are one of the only technologies they showed that were absolutely far ahead of us. Like the sofa and this. Please show me the virtual space. I want to see it. Oh, they don't show me. That's unfortunate. There goes Will's brain. I mean, at least in space they don't need the cooling. Because space is cooler than 150. I guess they would have to heat it a bit. Oh, that's complicated. Perhaps not that complicated. I don't know.
Capsule secured. Payload telemetry interleaved and nominal.
I was thinking, why would the Santi even let that go to them? But they obviously are okay with Will coming to them, I think. Because otherwise the sofa could have just fucked up the computers right here. And just made it, like, explode. So, like, they could just make the rocket explode by communication errors in the system.
For launch, we are ready to resume terminal countdown.
It's the final countdown.
If they can clone his body, copying a few seeds shall be child's play.
That is
I
true.
don't want the lad to go hungry.
Oh.
Peas, chili pepper.
But why? Why those? Also, wouldn't that throw off all calculations as, like... That's... it's a nice sentiment, like, but this is like, they would have fucked everything up so badly because of the nanosecond stuff. Like, the only reason, so I will explain it away to myself why this still works, is she did it with the 18 gram and without both versions she gave them. That's my explanation, it's my headcanon. But yeah, so, but why does he need it? So they can give him food that he can digest, I guess? Perhaps, yeah.
10, 9.
Yeah, wait, why did you change your mind? It's not like you wait. Perhaps you don't really care about these details and are a good man inside. Perhaps also not. Oh, yeah, there it goes off. Are they cooling it? They should be cooling it. You should cool that or your base will be gone. And there will goes. I didn't see cooling for the engines, but it probably was just not shown. There we go. Awesome. Farewell, Will. Let's hope you will make it. I know he's gonna make it. I mean, I do think he's gonna make it. Like, I don't know, but I feel he's gonna make it. Oh, is he too late? That's sad. Oh, and now they hug. But Saul is too late.
Should you be here? Is it safe?
Bulletproof.
Wow. They gave him the same suit? I mean, I guess they didn't have time to look at a new one.
Almost. He's in the exosphere.
Oh, that's pretty high. Yeah.
That's why we know he's worth it, right?
Yeah, that is true, though. Yeah. That is the thing. They confirmed to them that he's worth it.
For the rest of your life.
If they were deceiving, they could use this to, like, make their plans more useless and make them waste resources on Saul, but they can't do that, so yeah. And he's like, oh god, shit, I have to follow him now. The ocean.
We were worried about whatever the fuck we were worried about.
Yeah, things change sometimes very rapidly.
I want to go back in time and punch myself in the face.
Yeah, sometimes you want to do that.
I have an idea, though.
I'm not telling you because I'm a Wallfacer.
Stupid.
Interesting, she knows. Did you see her smirk? She thinks like, yeah, you understand it now. Oh, I forgot Augie exists. Yeah, has he talked to Augie?
She hates what we did to Will.
Ooh, she does. Yeah, she does, yeah.
Made his choice.
Does she hate it, though? I do think a part of her hates it, but she also hopes he will be alive again. Also, if the cancer's not genetic, they can clone him in a healthy body, so...
He would have done anything for you.
I think. And if it's not in the brain.
God, he loves you.
Yes, he did. Oh yeah, rub it in, man.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick, but
yeah,
he did.
But it's good that he says it.
Maybe someone already does.
Are we going with the Augie loves him now? I don't buy that, really. I do think, like, yeah, perhaps Augie does, but I don't think Augie and him are at the same place, like, at the same points in life, so to speak. Sometimes it just happens. He's gonna call Augie now. He probably is. I guess Augie has gone to Mexico? Yep, she has. What's she doing there?
¿Qué más tiene?
Ya tenemos buenos filtros.
Oh, she's using it for filtering. Interesting. That is awesome. Oh, it's such an awesome use of the nanofibers. But can you make them into nets easily, or would that have, like, because you would change the topology, and would that change the properties of the string? Like, let's say it's a string. And, like, obviously in cipher logic here it works and it's okay. I just wondered in reality, would it work or would it lose the effects? Because if it's like a grate, I do actually think we have grates like that. Because it's basically a grate that's very small. So, you know, like like cell membranes do that as well. Like they can let very small particles through, but big as they can't. So yeah, I guess you could build that from them.
Se termina la epidemia.
Where does she have that money from? Where does she have the apparatuses from? I don't get that. Like she can't take them from the company because that would be stealing. How does she have that? Did she get it from the military? So okay, so my headcanon will now be she got it from the military, and they were like, yeah, take these. We have them lying around, I guess. Because, like, all she produced in her company was clearly company property, and she would have stolen it here, and she should be fucking sued then. I mean, she's doing a good thing, don't get me wrong, like, she should do this. But something I would love is when, like, Wade, would have been cool if Wade gave it to her or something like that. Even though I don't know, it's probably not in character, perhaps someone else did. Perhaps Yin gave them to her somehow. Perhaps they made it possible, but otherwise it's very weird that she has them, like, because they cost money to produce, I guess. Because they, like, we saw the lab, like, where they were created in, like, it was this big apparatus with all the stuff on the computers there to do to, like, produce one that was stable. And, yeah. So normally what happens is it is in a lab, very complicated, like they showed, and then, like, in several years it will be refined for everyday use, and then it's like they have it here, like, in a just like a bottle or something. Like that's what is done, but that takes years most of the time, as far as I know. You know, especially like nanofiber, similar stuff or whatever you say. Why is everyone still having the default ringtone in movies? I don't know. So does she want something for that? She probably doesn't, but I like that though. That's very cool. Like she tries to make it right. So she tries to make to relieve her conscience by doing something she thinks is purely good. And that's commendable. Like, even if you fuck up royally, I do think if it's not world ending, like, I do think you can probably, like, make amends. You still should be held accountable, I think, but, you know. I like that. Like, Ori is so well written, but again, it was a bit too nuanced before, but I've now gotten used to it and I really can appreciate it more now, I think. It is just something I'm not used to in shows. Normally it's nuanced and sometimes explicated, so.
Projection in 10, 9, 8.
What if there's space debris in your path and you haven't calculated them in? I hope it goes all right. Ooh, there it is. First stage gone.
Pyrofiring and deployment of the sail for harnessing nuclear detonations.
Ooh, that's so awesome. Oh god, I'm starting to say awesome again. You should be warned, don't drink on me saying awesome. Oh, I love these sails. It reminds me of Count Dooku's craft as well. Oh, it looks so awesome. It looks a bit like a jellyfish. That's so cool. Yes, Earth's gravity is now turning it a bit. So, where are the nanofibers? Are they in the sail or are they the strings? Because you can see them, so I guess they did strands, but wouldn't that defeat the purpose? Don't know. Oh, I need to see the nukes in space though, and I don't want them to have... I don't want to have sound, the space. Like, I just want explosions without sound. I hope they do that.
Approaching the first of
it wasn't just her. You can't tell me it was just her. I know it was she and her team that we didn't see. So, oh, there is a nuke.
Expecting detonation in 10, 9.
But won't it go into the other direction?
6, 5,
Or will it pass and then... Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I see. Brilliant. Brilliant. It does not have music. Very good. Oh, it's so... I love it. Let's go. Let's go, Will. Oh, man.
Capsule is traveling at 57 kilometers per second.
Wow.
Approaching second detonation in 5.
But he's rounding that it's not exactly 57. Come on, give me another one. Yes, bam! There he goes. Will you chat? Oh, it's awesome. I'm getting goosebumps. Oh, man, so cool.
8 kilometers per second.
He's flying now.
Yeah. Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Bam. So brilliant.
Still receiving good telemetry from the spacecraft. Thermal values are...
Oh, please work. I don't want any shit. I just want Will to sail off into space, man. Holy fuck, Will, you go! And you're fucked. That is unfortunate. Augie fucked up. Because it was just Augie. She did not have a team. She fucked up. No, I'm just kidding. That's why... I don't know. What's gonna happen now, though? How can that happen? Like, that shouldn't happen. Like, that should be bolted on there. But I mean, it's a nuclear... It isn't a nuclear explosion. They're accelerating a fuck ton. So... Ooh, it's veering off course. Oh, goodbye, Will.
Be advised we've had an anomaly.
An anomaly, he says.
Let's get a second set of eyes on this.
I like that they are also calm. I do think if something goes horribly wrong, like, you wouldn't go into a panic because you're so trained. I wouldn't know because I was never in a room like this when something very fucked up happened, like that you didn't expect, but they are all trained or in shock, I think. I like that they're like like they're just, okay, we have to fix it now. Fix it. Priority. Fuck everything. Fix it. I don't know if they can. Also interesting that what is weird is, so it is, no, it's not, it's well done. Like they're on a trajectory, so the nuke goes through the middle, but because they're on a trajectory, that will automatically evade the nuke. Like, otherwise, like, it would go through the hole in the middle and crash into the spaceship. You know what I mean? But because it's like bent, like the flight path is bent, like the nuke will like tangentially go through it. Yeah, I don't know if any of you are still in school learning physics. It's all like tangentially is very important in these things. Like, anyway.
Attitude, mission. Are you able to confirm any of this in the item?
That's actually pretty sad. I hope something, like, somehow they fix it. Because the Santi want that, so the Santi should fix it. But I don't think you could. Can they recapture him, though? They wasted 3 nukes. And they can't recollect them, I guess, so, like... Also, why were they not on the moon? Like, wasn't the moon something they did? Tease. Why did it go off? I mean, it's realistic, like, normally this would not be how it goes. Oh, right, they can't get it back because it's just like having inertia already. Oh, that's so dark, man. This is Aniara. This is pure Aniara for Will. But wouldn't it come back through gravity? I don't know. That's very sad, man. But I can't believe Will is gone. But if he's gone, that's really fucking sad and a very horrific death, man. I don't think he will know, though, so... that's so sad. Will you blame Augie now? There he goes into the distance. Man, it's so sad. That's very sad. It's sad somber music fades, but in my heart it's still there. Oh, the skeptical world leaders decry ultimate power. Of course they do. Oh, is the serpent gonna talk to him now? Oh, it's gonna appear on the screen. And is he gonna get jump scared here?
Your flight, Mr. Wade.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
We would have liked to meet Mr. Downing.
Oh, he's really dead?
If your hibernation technology works.
Oh, holy shit, that's so scary. Okay, they're crashing his plane. No, it doesn't matter. Like, a plane will just land if, like, if it doesn't explode, it will just go down land. But because they can't lie, I assume the AI hasn't learned to lie yet. So they're like, yeah, we would love to meet you. Hope you make it. That's awesome. It's very friendly, horrific AI.
You're watching me. I must be doing something right.
That is true, though.
You're a strong leader.
Interesting.
I want you to know there will be a place for you when we arrive.
Oh my god. Oh god, that is so scary. Ooh, it's also something he probably hates. Oh wow, that was fucking scary. Oh, what? How? Oh, and there in his brain.
Every room you enter, we'll already be there waiting for
Ooh,
you.
psychological warfare.
Whatever.
I mean, if this woman was in the room, like, can you be that terrified? I mean, it's like, she looks very good. Like, this is what I want to say. At least it's not like a monster in every room.
Whatever we want you to see, you will see.
Oh, yeah, there's a countdown. He doesn't care. Oh, Jesus Christ! See? Monster. That's what I would have shown him. So it's just fucking with him, I guess. But then, like, that would be good. The Sophon is occupied with him now. Can't believe they fucking killed Will off, and, like, he just, like, it was just a failed attempt. Makes me so fucking depressed. So it's only Augie, Saul, and Yin left of our group.
How long do you think he's gonna float out there?
Forever, if he's unlucky.
6,000 years before he passes another star.
Holy shit, man.
Another 5 million years before he leaves the Milky Way.
That's Anyara. That is like... It would be Anyara if he was alive. So, yeah.
Two saddest looking bastards I've ever seen.
No shit! Why not? I would also be very sad.
Sometimes being depressed is an appropriate reaction to whatever's going on in the world.
That is true.
Lost a few battles and now you're giving up the war.
You can mourn for your friend. You've still got like 400 years left. God, I hope they somehow get Will back. I don't know if they will. God, that wasn't intended.
You ever see those old World War II movies of the Allies launching planes off aircraft carriers?
No, I have not seen them. Nah.
Slow or dumb and we die easy.
That is true. But we can improve. No, we're not bugs. Like, stop with the stupid bug thing. It's just psychological warfare they do.
I don't want to go on a
It
drive.
works, like, you have to give this until, like, the bugs thing works on the humans. Like, they get triggered by that as fuck. And it demoralizes them, even though, like, you know, it's so funny. So what are they gonna do now? They've got no plan left. Like, Saul is to come up with a plan. Oh, there are the cicadas we've heard of in the news. Those are bugs, yeah.
People hate bugs.
That is true, they do.
Spray pesticides from planes.
Yeah, you can't destroy bugs.
We swat them, zap them, step on them.
I don't know if cockroach is technically a bug, right? And the cockroach is like the mythos of the indestructible, so, you know. Yeah, they're just going to another place, the bugs.
For the bugs.
Ooh, that's just room. So.
Let's get back. We've got got work to do.
Yeah, you've got work to do. I have no fucking clue what you're gonna do because like everything you wanted failed, but... Ooh, I love that buckshot. Interesting. Wait, no. No! What the fuck? No! Is there an after credit scene? Oh, apparently Queen's Gambit is on. I like that show. I've watched it already. It was brilliant. Anna Joy Taylor, whatever her name is, did a good job. Oh, we're not gonna watch that now though. Yeah, okay, so there was no after credit scene. I'm really gutted about that. Also, I think Will's dead. You know, I kind of really like it story-wise because it is like realistic. Like that would not like if that would have worked, it would be have been to Hollywood. I still would have wanted it to work because I think Will was my favorite character. Because like he was so lovable and he still like he cared a lot for things and people and he only got shit. And now he's got like the worst fate ever. So I really fucking hope he comes back somehow. I mean, he's pretty slow. The Santi could get him. Like they could like change their course and like collect him. Why would they do that though? So yeah. So let's recap the show a bit. And yeah, also thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. As always, tell me what you thought of it. But yeah, so let's talk about the show a bit. So first of all, I know books are always better. I only had one example where it wasn't the case and I forgot it. I'm sorry. But there was one time when there was a movie or show better than a book and I forgot. So on me. But there is one. But yeah, normally it is not the case. So I know there have been many comments like the books were better, books were better. Yeah, like of course they were. I mean, yeah. But they did a very good job condensing stuff. Like there were many cool, like a lot of the physics, at least that I knew, they did very well. Like they did their research. Like I really have to give it to them. They did their research, save for the entanglement, but I will just chalk it up to when the book was written, it wasn't that well known what it was. But yes, someone asked me, and I'm sorry if I repeat myself and said it in another reaction. I don't remember actually, but someone asked me, yeah, but entanglement is something we've not yet understood, so that could be. And no, we have understood it. Like entanglement is understood. We use it to build quantum computers or try it. Like it's like we have it. Like it's the same way buoyancy works. We understand that as well. You know, that's same thing for entanglement. In quantum physics, there is this thing, the mystification of quantum physics. A good colleague of mine, he's a very brilliant guy. He likes to give a talk called something like that, along those lines, like mysticism of quantum physics. And because there is something interesting, which I don't know if you are interested in, but I always found it interesting. And he made this point, my colleague, and he's completely right, I think. In quantum physics, things are too mystified, and in particle physics, they're not mystified enough. What do I mean by that? In quantum physics, you have all these things like consciousness playing a part often in certain depictions, or like spooky action at a distance. We don't know what's going on, and then there are quotes going around like no one, of course you don't understand quantum physics. I don't understand quantum physics. Nah, people understand it. Like there are some small parts perhaps where they don't agree, but like the mathematics is completely clear. And you might argue that what we think of the mathematics is not completely clear yet. And yes, that is true. But understanding the mathematics is like, what more do you want to understand? Like all the rest is basically philosophical stuff, which is interesting. Like I love thinking about it, but like understanding wise, like what it does, we do understand it. Like we can describe it. It's just that the rules we found are weird to us because they are not the ones we observe in our like everyday lives. But we know the rules it works by. And in particle physics, What my colleague means, I think, is basically particles are always just little balls. They're not little balls. Like, no, particles are a ball. Like, or like photons are like balls of light flying around. No, it's not like, it's just a metaphor as well, by the way. It's just a metaphor. It has utility in certain areas to do it like that, but you won't get very far with those metaphors, so to speak. So that's why many people, and I was one of them, but I've changed my mind during my PhD thesis because I did study this topic, like so to speak, like how you make images and visualizations of quantum physics to learn something, and how visualizations do learning and how it works. And so I've read a lot. I'm probably someone who's read most of the stuff that's out there about these things, like learning wise. And what I always thought before was like, yeah, come on. If there are no little balls, why do you show them? That confuses people. They think that's literally a ball, but no, it's a metaphor. Like, that's the most important things about physics. Everything people do to illustrate something is all the time a metaphor. If you take it as a metaphor every single time, you will be better off probably as in thinking everything is exactly the way like it is depicted in, like, for example, a model or a story or whatever. You know, it's just an advice. Like, if I would have to give you one advice in learning science, take everything as a metaphor, even if you think it's a photo or something. It's a metaphor every time. You will get very far with it, I think, if you understand that. Like deal with things like if you were dealing with a story or a metaphor in physics learning. Like, that will probably help you a lot. At least that's what research indicates currently. But we have to look more into it, and I actually have to look more into it because it's something I also do research on. But it seems to be a very promising approach, but I can't yet completely say it. Like, there have to be more studies done. So, and we have to get funding, and it's not the buzzword right now, so it might take some years to get that. But anyway, I digress. So the science part was very good. I like this. Like, there were, as I said, there were some iffy things, like the nanowires cutting apart the ship, but then there are ship parts that were whole and some not. I would have actually liked the ship scene more if the ship hadn't been completely sewn apart, but like what I said, like that metal welds itself shut again after the wire. So it's basically everyone on the ship is like filtered, so to speak, but the ship remains the same, and it's just a ship with 1,000 splattered pieces of what once were zealots. So, you know, but I really liked it. I liked all the characters, but I had to get used to Augie the most, as you know, like you saw the reactions, because I prefer writing, as I said in this reaction as well, I prefer it when they do nuances, like they did that perfectly, like Augie, like the nuance stuff they did with Augie, for example, or also with the other characters, like Yin in the last episode here, when she thinks about Will and stuff, that was all nuance stuff, but I do think it was too realistic, and it is just opinion. Like, other people might say, yeah, you know, it's realistic. This is how people would act, and they would probably act very similarly to the people in the show here. Like, it was very close to what people actually would be like, but there should have been, in my opinion, in a smidge more, I think, I like. You know, just a bit, not much, because that would destroy it, because then you feel like you're watching characters in a story. Here I always felt like watching real characters all the time. And I really liked that. I didn't like all of them. Like, I don't like Augie a lot, because I've laid that out. You know, but it's just like, I don't like people like her. But I liked all the other people. I liked Saul. I liked Will. I liked Jack a lot after the initial resentments I had in episode 1, I think. But I really liked Jack. And yeah, did I forget someone? Yeah, I don't think so. They did waste characters a bit quick, but I think it's just something I'm not used to. Like, Jack got done in episode 3, I think. Evans got done in episode 4. or 5. And Yi was off-screened this episode, which is okay. Like, I like that they don't have to show me this gratuitous violence all the time. It can just be implied. It's refreshing. Especially if you realize these are the Game of Thrones makers. Normally they would always be like, yeah, this is the violence that show Ye like falling down and stuff. No, they reserved that. Perhaps she survived. I don't know. That might also be that they wanted to keep the actress. But as of now, I will just be like, Will's dead, flying into space. I do think Will has a chance to come back, but yeah, I really hope she's gone. I really do hope so, because I liked the way she was used here. I liked her arc a lot. Like, she was a very cool character, like despicable, I think, and very short-sighted and grandiose, and didn't let go of her past, which I can't fault her for, but it was a character flaw that she was so hung up on her hate and resentment that was understandably portrayed, like it made sense. But in the end, that is like, yeah, it didn't do her well. So there is something Tatiana does now with the headset. I really do hope she will be, like, I do hope we will get a time jump, but somehow I don't think we will, actually, because there was no hint at that. Like, we should get 100 or 200 years time jump, I feel. Like, or 400 to the arrival, and then, like, let the plot unfold. But currently, will they just... But then again, if Ye is really dead, they might really do it and just be like, yeah, those characters, they're just gone. That's how it is. And I don't know. I think there are 3 books. People have said that in the comments often. So it might be 3 seasons. If we get them, it might be very interesting to finally have a show that does what Heroes couldn't, take another main cast every season. And you can have 1 or 2 characters. Like Wade, he will stay, I think. That's awesome. Will might stay as well if he comes back. But I would love that as well. Like, having Will resurrected now and Yin being dead and all of the friends being dead and gone. Perhaps save for Saul, who might have been cryostasis as well because he's a Wallfacer. I don't know how they... Like, that wasn't explained. Like, how is Saul gonna do more? Like, how will he be the Wallfacer over his lifespan, so to speak? Like, don't know. The effects were impeccable. Like, I did not have a single complaint about any effect. It was awesomely done. It felt like watching something real because not everything was explained. Some things were just hinted at. And it was very interesting. Very often people said, this was explained in the books. This was explained in the books. And I didn't need the explanations that people give me sometimes in the comments. Like, it would have fit here as well. They were implied enough that I'm, as a sci-fi fan, let's say, or whatever you want to call me, I can connect the dots. Or I can now read the books and get more and more surprises, you know? But I do think the religious part wasn't tackled enough. Like the zealousy, it was very cartoonish in parts. Though the problem is, I think in reality it is cartoonish as well. That's why it's like it's an ideology. Ideologies, like you can, I would say you can spot ideologies from, like, if you talk to someone and they're like a cardboard cutout of a person. You know, that's like, and that's how cultists are. But I would have loved more philosophical debates on these things. Also, I would have loved more philosophical debates on if it was merited of ending all the people on the ship. Like, and that didn't happen. Like, we saw the effects it had on people, which is cool, but those are questions that we have to deal with. Like, it's like in philosophy, you make up a scenario that's like constructed to see what your, for example, value system would do. Like, to the Panama Canal thing, I would say, man, it sounds fucking, like, it was evil to end all the people, but it was a lesser evil than everyone else also dying. And that's not something that's probably agreed by many. And I might even change my mind on it if there are other arguments, you know? But it's like, I didn't get the arguments to change my mind. Like, they didn't do anything with that. You know, that's why I love shows normally as well. Like, if there's like something like this, a philosophical question that they basically present in the show, and they just present it. Because my experiences, and perhaps that's only me, but I don't think so. Perhaps a bit of a tangent, but it's relevant. I did take half a year philosophy in university because I had to. It was mandatory for teachers. And so it was just an overview, very basic, and I don't think we covered a lot. We almost covered nothing. So most of the philosophy I'm doing, if you even could call it that, is me thinking about stuff that interests me, like questions of like meaning of life and stuff, like, I don't know. So, but it was always like, in principle, these questions were questions I had thought about, that they were discussed in philosophy. But in philosophy, you got positions talking about these questions, and then you could agree or disagree with these positions and develop your own thoughts more. And that's why what I love normally in philosophical things in shows. For example, Attack on Titan, they do have characters with different value systems, and they and in several situations it is completely justified that they pull a trigger. But is it good or not? And it challenges what you think is good or not. And here it was just like, you know what, we ended them, and it made Augie a bit sad and depressed, and Raj was a bit cold about it, but Wade was like, oh, you lul, whatever. Clarence was lul, whatever. You know, it's like, they could have had positions we could have thought about more, and that was missing. You know, sorry, it was a bit rambly perhaps, but I hope you know what I mean. And that's why some of the stuff appeared surface level, because it posed important questions, it put in seeds that are important, and perhaps they will grow in the future. I hope they will. That can also happen. So I would give them the benefit of the doubt. But if this would have been the end, I would have said this was in some parts just presenting ideas, but not presenting positions to these ideas. And a bit they did, but you know, I want more from a good show, and they might do it in the future, because some people also said they are teasing a lot of stuff in the background, and I really trust in the show producers, because in Game of Thrones, yes, they didn't do a perfect adaptation either of Game of Thrones, but I really liked what they did when they had the books. I did, and they had good ideas and they had some good feelings. So I assume they will have that here, because the series apparently is done in China. So they have something from start to end, and they can do it a bit like Dark, perhaps. I hope that it's going to be like Dark, where in season 3, something from season 1 will suddenly be relevant, and you're like, oh, that's what this was about. Because, yeah, watch Dark. Best series of all time for me. Dark. It's a German one, funnily, and I hate German series, but, like, watch that. Watch Dark. It is also sci-fi. It is the best time travel sci-fi ever. So it's a bit of a spoiler for the first 4 episodes, but without that spoiler that it's about time travel a bit, and I won't say how much, but it's a bit about time travel. Without that spoiler, you would probably not go through the first 2 episodes, because they are a bit boring, but they're necessary because they set up stuff that pays off in the future and you don't realize it. So, yeah, like, watch Dark. Like, it's just like Darkness Dark. That's what the show is called. And in my mind, the best show ever written and produced. So, like, because it is one story, the authors had one story through 3 seasons, and they taught it. And every season, like, it could have been just one season that was 30 episodes, you know? And I hope they will do that here as well, because they have that chance. They have the money. They have the reputation. I mean, they have the reputation of doing good book adaptations, I think. They have a bad reputation of doing their own stuff, because, you know why? I am killing the Night King. It was so dumb. Anyway, yeah, so it was a cool show. Like, I like it. I would have liked an after credits tease. Because right now it's like, okay, aliens are coming, we have no fucking clue. All we can do is hope for Saul to do something. Yeah. Anyway, I think I rambled enough now. I hope, like, you also watched this little review. Like, what would I give it? 8 out of 10, I think. Like, there were 10 out of 10 episodes. I think episode 3 was 10 out of 10. That was awesome. I also really loved the episode 5. That was a 9 out of 10. But yeah, it was all in all very good. Like, on average, 8 out of 10, I think, for me. Like, and I mean, perhaps I'm a bit spoiled because I always watch like stuff this good, so I have high points most of the time. But yeah, tell me what you thought of the season, and please don't spoil the book after book 1. So I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe again, and also don't forget to check out my new horror volume 1, horror stories volume 1 book, whatever. Several connected horror stories. Not for the faint of heart. They are freaking brutal, some of them, and disgusting. Oh, also there is a story about religious zealots. You will be a religious zealot in one of the stories, and you will see what they think. What I think they think, and it's pretty disturbing, I think. Check that out as well. And yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for staying with me. Also, thanks for all the kind comments. And I learned a lot also from some people. So thanks for always. Also, if you disagree with stuff I said, thank you so much for telling me. I had some very lovely discussions with people in the comments as well. It was very, very cool. Don't hesitate to criticize anything. Like, I'm a dum-dum most of the time. Like, I know physics. But for example, the moral stuff or some of philosophy, like, I'm a layman. Like, I think about that stuff when I like look at the sea when I'm on holiday vacation. Like, it's not my profession, so I might be very ignorant in parts. So always like, yeah, it's not like that I have this experience and then just tell me. Like, I'm very interested in that stuff. I've learned a lot from you as well. So I hope you learned a bit from me, but I also have to say I learned a lot from you. So thanks for teaching me some stuff. And yeah, with that, tell me what you want next. Like, I will do Oppenheimer and Everything Everywhere at once. And if you have other suggestions, tell me. And I will probably do Expanse down the line, but not soon because it's a lot to edit. Yeah, let's see where it goes. Consider checking out some of the other content I did, and take care of yourself as always. Bye. Also, if you want to support my horror content, check out volume 1 of my horror series called Remnants of the Old Truth, which is available for free as an audiobook on Vidith22's horror channel. Link is pinned in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.